good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. How about this Avago? Looks like it wants to run. The techs look better. Lam Research coming back. Adobe looks like 522. Wow. UPSD moving, coin nice. Everything moving nicely. SMCI. So let's talk a little bit about premiums because we have some time here. Everything is going to change in a few minutes, but let's talk about premiums here. And so SMCI was at 265. 25 points downward, 20 cents. 25 points upward, $1. They were $1. They're going to be $2. Think about it. They were 5x the price to the upside. What did that tell you? Well, you have an article out there saying that NVIDIA is going to beat this quarter, next quarter, and all the way the quarter after that. And it's not going. It's up a little bit. And Microsoft's not going because you have this rebalance. Now, here's the thing that I'm going to tell you guys. Regardless of what you think is true, the world is shitty. Because all these guys, they pay for information. They give it to them. Do you really think that somebody doesn't know how much Microsoft is to sell? Somebody sent me a list, said Microsoft only has 1.7 million shares to sell. Okay, probably true, maybe. But that's irrelevant. So if you sell it today, that means your performance is going to be different than what the real NASDAQ does. See, so this selling ahead of time doesn't make sense unless you had millions and millions and millions of shares, right? I mean, let's say you sell Microsoft today, tomorrow, and then Friday, or it goes up 20 points. Then your performance is different. So it doesn't make any sense, okay? So we want to make sense of stuff, okay? So now they got this approval. This thing should have went to 350 on this approval, this activation deal, but it didn't, okay? Enphase set up very, very nicely. Tesla got an upgrade, set up very, very nicely. SMCI looks like if it gets to 282, probably goes to 300, set up very nicely. SPX doesn't run. If we get a 2% core, month over month, 2% core, SPX 4,500, 4,520, wow. Very, very interesting. We sold and rolled. Those options, if you held them, 3, they're already 13. You can sell it right now for 13, right? Very nice. But we sold and we rolled, okay? The 3 a.m. numbers, Barb's asking a question. So 3 a.m., actually what it is when the market opens, there are orders that are in there. The low order and the high order, okay? Those orders, so when you look at the bid and ask in the first 20 seconds, and you can even set up a thing, whatever you want to do, take a screenshot of it. If it shows Bob on 87 and 96, then that becomes your range. And if that range breaks, it moves. Now, why is that the range? You know, these are the orders that are pending, that people have good till cancel orders sitting there. Okay, that's why those numbers are so important. Now, the world they're just stupid people in the world. How would anybody not know this? How come everybody on Wall Street doesn't know this? I mean, why does it take Sam to figure something out so simple? If you have an order sitting in there, good till cancel, I want to buy this at, I don't know, I want to buy coin at 50 and I want to sell it at 110. Those orders are sitting there. If those orders show up, and there's no orders in between, they're going to show up, then you know that's the range. When that breaks, it becomes huge. So now if you go look at NOW, all of a sudden it was showing 572, 578. Now it's showing 600. It's showing 600. That means if it gets through, 600 is your next real hard number. Okay? Nobody will teach you this. I'm telling you. Nobody, because nobody knows it. And you look at it, okay? So, let's go on. Adobe, get some questions here. Adobe. Sam, why did you sell at 503? Well, that was my number, 503. I know that 503 is going to knock it down 3 points. 2 to 3 points. And it did. It went down to 500. Now, it came back. You can decide at that point, if you bought it at 4, do you want to sell it at 5? Or do you want it to come back to 3? Came back to 3. So I sold it. Now, you could have bought it right back at 3.5, 3.25, whatever the ask was, and then take it back up. But these numbers are so ridiculously accurate, you can trade around them. Now, how you trade, that's up to you. Look at Avago. We have Avago 888. If this SPX rips, and hits 4,500, Avago going to open at 900. But then it has a number 920. If it gets through that, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Okay? Microsoft. I think the buy programs on Microsoft, NVIDIA, Tesla, massive for Monday. Not for this week, for Monday. Okay? Then we see. Okay, SPX. Give me a second here. Let me turn the TV up because we have this thing. I have an order in to sell my 4485 for $21. $21. I'm going to take that 200 grand if it rips. If we rip 60, boom, it's there instantaneously. Okay. Then we see. Okay. But that's why this stuff matters. Okay. Lam Research. Why was it down yesterday? I mean, this was stupid. The whole world. The more you go to AI, everything you read needs more chips. That means they need more RAM. That means they need more chips. That means ASML, AMAT, KLA 10 core, and Lam Research. And those should all go absolutely nuts. So why was it down? Oh, somebody's selling. Who gives a shit somebody's selling? These are buys every time they come down. Every time they come down. But they're going to come down. UPSD. Why did Sam sell UPSD? Because every single time UPSD runs $3 or $4, it drops 2 or 3. Every single time. Now, we're sitting on the ones for September. But the ones we bought at $1, you sell at $2. And then it comes down. That's okay. We did that with coin, and coin went another 5. That's okay. But if something happens all the time, you got to do it. Here we go. What do you think, guys? What do you think? We need the core. Okay, I'm going to shut up for a minute and listen to the TV, and we'll come back here in a minute, okay?
Welcome back to Squawk Box on TV.
Let's see if it rips. Get to my order screen, so if I can change it.
NASDAQ up 55, S&P up 11.
Here we go.
The 10-year continues.
If somebody gets it faster, just type it in.
That could change so quickly in about 19 seconds. We did have pretty good days, Monday and Tuesday. S&P's up.
Hold on. Here we go. Still nothing.
We're going to get an answer. Rick Santelli standing by at the CME in Chicago.
22. Up 22. SPX is moving. Up 24.
Yeah, that's up.
85s are 11 already. Holy moly. Up 22.
We're expecting a headline number to be in the neighborhood of up 310, but I'm going to be paying most attention to the core at up 4/10, our last look, and I'll tell you why in a moment as we wait for these numbers to populate. And here we go. If you look at the headline,
came down 7.
0.2%, up 0.2%.
Up 0.2. That's 2.4%. Holy moly! This thing should absolutely rock it.
CPI core ex food energy up 0.2%. Up 0.2%.
Whoa! This baby can rip. Let's see. Look at Avago, 895. SPX up 27. How far do we go? If you want to play for tomorrow, the interesting play is 4520 for tomorrow. This number is massive. This is a massive number. We should absolutely rock it. I get my 21 for the 4485s. If you had the 4460s and you're holding them, if you're holding those 4460s, they're 19. They're 19. Here we go. Wow. SPX up 31. 4503 on ES. Whoa. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Fun happens. Day of Ages. Microsoft is running. Enphase is running. Tesla just popped up 7. MicroStrategy 420. That's running. Coin is moving. Babo is moving. Meta broke 300. It's moving. Lam Research, 652 time. And Avago, does it hit 900 at open? SPX up 20, 32. Those things are 6.5 if you bought those SPXs with us yesterday. They're 6.5. Runner. Whoa, fun happens. People having fun. Okay. Hold on, one more thing here. Let me just double check this. Got to check everything, guys. Never waver. Check everything. Okay, our SPXs are double. We bought them at 310. They're at $8. $8. Let it go. See if we get 21. Would love 21. Why 21, guys? Come on, guys. Type it in. I'm giving you guys a chance to learn. Why 21? Why does Sam want 21 on the 85s? Come on. Nobody's typing, you guys. You know why 21? Because if it's at 4,500, they're 15 in the money. They're 15 in the money, and he's going to give you $5 premium. If he gives you 6, he thinks it's going to blow through 4,500. That's why. Okay? Interesting. Fun. Let's see what happens. Avago flying, Lam Research flying, chips are moving. Microsoft may not hold. We want Microsoft for Monday. We're going to load them for Monday. And keep an eye on this BABA. 396 can get to 100. Lam Research, good. Okay, that's what we know. Well, hope you had fun. Here we go. SPX up 31. Why would it not be up? Right now, why is it up 31 and not 40? Because 4,500 on ES is a number. ES, we don't use it, but it's a number. If it gets through there, it's gone. 44.52. Then we see. Okay? Then we see. Okay, guys, you have to understand all this stuff. And you have to take your time. Okay? And you have to understand the why. Okay? And the why was simple. If China inflation is lower, that means U.S. inflation is lower. Maybe not this quarter, but it is. It just is. And if everybody but tells you differently, that means they're dumb. They're just dumb. Now, if China inflation is not lower, then U.S. inflation may not be lower. Because if China raises prices 10%, that means that they're going to pass that to us. If it lowers it, they're going to pass it to us. Now, I asked somebody yesterday, somebody said, well, no, people will make more profits. No, because they go broke. If they put a TV out there for $300 and now it's selling for $250, so everybody here in the U.S. that brings it in sells it for $250 plus a little bit of profit. If they try to sell it for $300, those people get stuck with that TV and they're holding it and then they never sell it. And then they're smoked. It's called smoked 101. Okay, that's what we know. Okay, let's get started. SPX, you had 32. It's up 32. 44.40. How about that? My 44.40 number. 44.40 and at 32. 44.72. 44.72. 44.91. 4,500. 45.11. 45.11. Then we see. Avago, breaky. If it takes out 903 with force, I'm going to tell you something, guys. It can get to 922. And two things will happen. Now, you can get completely smoked if you're greedy. If you're greedy and don't know how to trade, you may get smoked. Because it can hit 922, and it can drop 40 points in less than 1 minute. I'm telling you. It can drop 40 points in 1 minute. So if you're sitting on these 890s and the 900s, you're sitting on 900s, you better have your order in, and you better be able to take less. What does that mean? If the bid is 16 and the ask is 20, if you don't take 16 and it drops 40, they're going to go to 1. That's how many sellers there are at 920. Now, if it doesn't drop, it goes to 950. Sam, you're insane. Absolutely. If it takes out 922 and holds, it goes to 950. Look at SPX go. 4460s are 22. They're 22. Ours are 750. 22. We sold them at 750. Somebody got a whip. Sam needs a whipping. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so that's Avago. NVIDIA. 439, 452. Underneath 409 now. Lam Research. 632, 651. Carvana. Got a target of 50. 37.41. CMG. Little bit better. I like it for earnings, $2,200, but you can't pay $10. That's stupid. Okay? Meta broke 300. If it holds, 307, 309. JP Morgan earnings Friday. 151, 153. UPST, runner. They're $10. Our 40s for September are $10. Does this sucker get to 60 and they'll go to 30? Wow. Bobalicious, 96. Snowman, 176, 182. Adobe, runner. Why would Adobe not hit high of year now? 519, 522, 531. Coin, 91. ISRG, see if it can get through 346. Would love to get 10 and roll on these. Okay? MD, why? Why do you want to roll, Sam? What are you doing, Sam? Why would you do that? It's moving. It's great. So you buy them at 4, you sell them at 9 or 10 or even 8. You take your profits and you buy some more. And if it goes down, you don't get killed. Make it free. This is not rocket science. Greedy people get massacred. Okay? Don't do that. Sell and roll. You can't get beat up. MicroStrategy, 422, 439. Netflix, 452, got a 525 upgrade today. MDB, 422. SMCI, 291, 309. Shopalicious, 66. It's going on 6 weeks. It can't get through. When it gets through, it's going to 71. NOW, 582. 582. Microsoft, 336, 339. Tesla, runner. Anything through 279 is 290. Enphase, 177. That's what we know. Look at SPX score. Everybody have a great day. See you in chat.